Adverts starting.
Let's actually have the mic work, thank you, OBS. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're doing well. We're going to be jumping into some Stationeers in just a couple of seconds. Now, I have been doing a little bit offline, just learning some of the basics, like the controls. But I've had some major flaws in my playthroughs, so it's going to be fun. For those of you who don't know what Stationeers is, it is a survival space sim. Basically, you get dumped on a planet, be that the Moon, Mars, Minmus, Europa, Venus, or Vulcan. And you have to basically build a base and survive. You can call down space traders. You can do all sorts of different things. You need turning down because I'm finding myself shouting over you. But yeah, basically it's a space survival game where the aim of the game is to survive as long as you possibly can. So we're going to jump in. I haven't decided which of the Mars ones I'm going to go for. I think we're probably going to go for the Canyon Overlook. And we're going to run it on normal difficulty. I'm not going to do creative, not going to do easy mode, and I'm definitely not going to do stationaire mode. So we'll do it on normal. This is going to be, and the starting condition is going to be standard. I'm not doing brutal start. So this is going to be Mars stream. So I'm going to get an oxygen tank, a water tank, a fuel tank. I'm going to get construction supplies, which is going to be an arc furnace, an auto lathe, some frames, some walls, some sheets, some plastic sheets, and some glass sheets. A battery charger, a solar panel, a solid generator, some cables, some power controllers, some batteries, and a portable generator. A tracking beacon, a flag, fire extinguisher, water bottles, cereal bars, portable scrubber and residential supplies, which is going to be basically container mounts and lockers and tables and a microwave and some eggs. Mining gun. So it's going to be a flare gun, road flares, mining charge, mining bot, pneumatic mining drill, and we're going to have portable air conditioner as well. And we're also going to have some hydroponic supplies, which is going to be grow lights, potato, wheat, soybeans, hydroponics tray, liquid pipe, portables, connectors, water bottle, filler, and insulated canister package. Okay. So, that's all the start stuff we're going to get. On normal difficulty, I can't eat and drink through my helmet. The lander has weather damage. I will metabolize stuff. I can damage my lungs, and while offline, metabolism rate is 10%. I'm not running this on a server. It's going to be like completely shut down when I'm doing it. 38% of Earth, dust storm events, Sol transits every 20 minutes at 78 degrees. It's 2.3 weeks to orbit. Okay, so cool. Some basic stuff. Let's go. But yeah, I hope you guys all having a good day. Thank you to the lurkers. We are also streaming over on YouTube. I have decided that this is going to be a YouTube series of just documenting everything that goes on. Goodbye, Canopy. So, you start with a little pod, and here is your supplies. Why am I missing 2? This always concerns me when I look at this and I see there's two things missing, but I'm presuming that's for the easy start. So airlock supplies, that one's going to be needed. So let's open up the tool belt and grab the wrench and dump that into there. Let's grab the wrench and not the yeet. We're just going to unpack all of these quickly, because the first mistake I made in my solo playthroughs is I didn't get these locked into a base. So, we're just going to move these around quickly. Just so they're all here. Right, now in here, this is the one I need. Let's go open up. So, nothing in the uniform. There we go. We're going to drag the wrench to there. We're going to put there, and we're going to get the cartridge in there because it just frees up a bit more space. The suit itself has that, so we're going to get a portable charger down. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And I think we're going to build a base up on this mountain top up here. So we'll put the portable charger there. Grab any batteries that I've got. So, plates, frames. That's a wall. That's not what I need. I need the frames. Frames. Right. First thing we're going to do is just build out a platform. Yep, welcome to 30% of Earth gravity. Don't worry about the floor for now, that will be fixed. Need more. Wall frames. So that's there. I've got 10 frames that I can build a platform outside. That's going to be my internal space there. So in terms of the internal space, actually no, I don't. I need to go one more on this side. It needs to be there. Auto-lathe arc furnace, some plates. Cool. Right. Let's just quickly open up the mining belt and grab that. We're gonna just get rid of that for a second. Set it to flatten. Just because it's going to mean I can flatten the floor under here. And we can just keep the dust out. This is something you don't need to do, but I like to. And that can close. Right. So, wall. Wall. Get the wall like that. Right. So we're going to type 1 wall there, up on these sides. And on the corner. We'll do that corner as well, like that. And then we'll go windows. Window, and window. And windows along the middle as well. That's frames, not what not the walls. Frames, wall. There we go. So from experience, you want to kind of get this done as quick as you possibly can. Now, it's going to be a very small room to start off with. I would normally like to go double height. But from previous experience, going shallower roof in the first area, it's probably going to work out better for me. Sun's already gone down. Am I really going to be one wall short? Yes, I'm going to be one wall short. Great. So, what do we want? Arc furnace, I don't really need right now. I guess we, while it's night, make the floor and walls and that. Yeah, how are you doing, chat? So the next thing we'll be working on once I've done this floor and stuff is going to be the airlock. Right, each of these only need one. Just to stop you falling in it. I've also got to be careful. Right. So all of these particles that you see, they are gas escaping because I'm using a gas-powered welder. Can't do that one because it's not a wall yet. Right, I'm going to leave 5 of these. I don't think I've got any more. No, and I believe the auto lathe is going to need some of that. Now, on my other saves, my auto lathe has been outside. I'm actually going to put it inside so I can do some internal crafting. But it is going to go along this wall here, I think. Actually, no, we'll go along this wall. And we'll go here. So what do you need? You need iron sheets. That's why I didn't say use them all up immediately. I know I've got 7 days before the first storm, but... But I still, like, worry about it, because the last time I did this, which was not too long ago, on normal difficulty. I completely forgot. Left a load of crates outside and had a accident, to say the least. Right, there's the auto lathe done. So, auto lathe is up. Also, Janton, sorry if I'm butchering your name. That is not my intention. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You got iron sheeted. Okay, so I'm going to need to make some iron sheets. So, we're going to need to set up power of some sort. So, get the frames, and what we'll do is... just dump those back in there a second. I mean, technically I can do that now, because where are the things? Which box are you guys in? That's airlock stuff. That's that. It's this one. That's the portables. Somewhere there is, or there should be, a box with the connectors. Oh, is it one of these boxes? That one. Nope. That didn't work. Do you know what? Do it this way. Eee, done it. Nope, that's the wrong button again. No, come on. Okay, you're just going to be a pain, so we'll just do this. Number of times I'm going to dump my stuff onto the floor. Ah, thank you. Right, last one. Nope, that was the wrong direction. Nope, still the wrong direction. Right, that's that bit done. I do want to get the fuel tank out of here. Where did that just go? God, don't... There. I need to not have my hand on Q.
Jetpack on. Jetpack on.
Oh yeah, I know. It's gonna stay outside eventually. I just need it inside now because I tend to go work a bit slower on stuff.
Power low.
So last time I played, I lost my water tank and my hydroponics because I was stupid and left it in the rocket.
Jetpack on.
Right, next, solar. That's the arc furnace, don't need that yet. That's the door, don't need that yet. Which needs to be in this one. Solar panel basic, perfect.
Jetpack on. Jetpack on.
And I know it's probably not the best orientation to put that there, but I'll eventually get another one set up.
Jetpack on.
Right, that's solar done. Right, next thing's going to be the door. Get that done. So I need my power controller. So the solar's going to come from the roof. So if we do power that comes down the inside here. And then we'll do another one that comes... Do the same one for the base power that comes in there. And yeah, I know they open up. I don't really mind. Need to grab that, place it there, grab battery into there just for now. And do that. Get the wire snips. Get the cable.
Jetpack on.
I'm actually going to change this. And then get the hand drill. And I'm going to place it on this one here. Oh yeah, no, I'm aware. Okay. So that is now those powered. At least not perfectly because of angle. So, grab a battery. We'll do this one first. So now I need my kit doors, which are this one. That's generator. I'll get the battery charger while I think about it. How do I want to do this? I might do the battery actually on this side. I'll do that one in a bit, once I've done the wiring. Generator. Door, there we go. Get the composite door because it's smaller. There's the composite door. And then these need cabling. Like so. With the vertical going up to there. Up there. Oh, don't do this to me now, game. I guess I should go get the water and that out of here. Yep. Nope. Through the door.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
2, 3, 4, 5, and shut that as quick as I possibly can. Right. So that I'm going to need the console. So we'll do the console there. Go grab the airlock card. Grab the data card as well, just so I can do the data stuff. And then it's a bulletproof glass. I need to do a vent in here, which I'll probably go over this side. I'm already going to remove that now. I've already decided that's going to move over a bit. Where is it? Crowbar, there we go.
Jetpack on.
So that's power into there when it needs it.
Jetpack on.
Wire snaps. And we'll go over this way.
Jetpack on.
So, that now... That will now power this section, which means I can pull a power line into the room. That's powered separately off of that. Which means I can then do a vent line up there. So it's the active vent that needs to go in the airlock. Now that will go... I think I can do that. I think. Yeah, I can. I can go straight through there. Just going to save me on space, because then you just do a passive. Okay, I need to not try and be as compact as I'm trying. So we'll do that there. That needs the hand drill. So we'll do that.
Jetpack on.
So we can do that, and I need 2 more pipes to go finish that. I need an air vent sensor. So power needs to come down there to get into this. So I guess we do the sensor there. That could work. Welding torch and plastic sheets. Right, let's just do the door bit. And then do that. So connect up that wire. Wire snaps. So that connects up that. Let's make that a T-junction.
Jetpack on. Jetpack on.
And where's it coming up? It's coming up there.
Jetpack on.
Vent sensor and that. Which means, in theory, so okay, let's cut that, and cut that. Grab the battery charger. Because that can now live there. And do that. And that should be a fully functional airlock. Turn that on, turn that on. Fully functional airlock. And I can now dump the data card back in there, grab that battery and chuck it into there. Now, I've purposefully not turned this on. So, I guess the next thing on the agenda is auto lathe. which will get that powered once I put a battery into there. Currently it's night, so I'm not really going to be able to do anything there. I guess the next thing we work on then is getting some... I mean, I would like to see my water bottle filler, but I'm fine for now. I think it's arc furnace next. So that involves more of these. Where are you? More frames to do an outside area. Now this area doesn't need to be large at the minute. I'm just going to place all of them down because then they're out of my inventory. Cancel the pressurize, so I don't need it to pressurize yet. 3 iron sheets, that's enough. No, it's not. Where's the arc furnace gone? Arc furnace, let's get you into position. I'm going to leave it floating a second. Right, we're going to be a bit sneaky with it. If I remember correctly from what some people's videos have been doing, come on, let me get the right position.
Jetpack on.
Because you can do something like that. And I believe that will now output into the wall. So we cable this now.
Jetpack on.
Tooling, it's just there, perfect. So I can grab my plates now. Cancel pressurize because there's no pressure actually in here.
Hunger caution. Jetpack on.
Oh really, that blocks by the arc furnace?
Power low.
Right, so that's the arc furnace now ready. So we're going to go on a mining run. So dump that. Switch the tool belt on the mining belt over. Grab that. That can go into the tool belt. And we'll go find some mine. So right, there's a chunk of iron grabbed. Actually, I don't need oxide just yet, because I can just do it in the arc furnace. Let's not make that mistake again. Did it drop it into the building? It did.
Adverts starting.
Well, there's adverts on Twitch. If you are not a fan of ads, then you have got the YouTube that you can switch over to for a little tiny bit. Ba-ba-ba. Aha, iron. So, we'll go do the last iron section outside while I've got some daylight. Just get that active. Turn this on. Hey, no, don't do... Where's an open window? Yeet. I did not intend to make coffee mugs. Press the wrong button on the machine. Okay, so I want iron sheet. Now make me a bunch of that, please. So I'm still going to need to make a load of silicon. Based ones are these as well. Okay, so in here, let's see, is there... Okay, so frames are just frames. Okay. Right, we need to go and have a look for some silicon. I'm also... Do you know what, actually? Where's my angle grinder? Okay, I'm going to deconstruct this quickly. So, I will need like another generator eventually for night running. Which I'm going to put probably over here somewhere. I might actually use this space over here, I don't know yet.
Jetpack on.
But basically... Basically, for right now, this is my only power. Like, power generation method. Which is a scary thought. Because right now, what do we got in here to still use? Labeler I'm not really using. Water bottle filler. Portables connector. Right, let's do this quickly. So if we're going to do it this way, let's do... Yeah, I'll do them in this corner, I think. Now this is just so I can work out the angle that they need to be placed. Okay, not the right angle.
Hunger critical.
Is that the right angle to do what I want? Because it's going to... If it is, that's going to dictate where this goes in the base. Yes. So that dictates that this needs to go over in that corner over there. And yes, I know I'm hungry.
Jetpack on. Temperature critical. Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Jetpack on.
There we go. That's the right button. Well, he can stop complaining about being hungry now. You're going to come over here. So that's water, so I can fill water stuff here eventually. I'll probably pipe it around to there, and then I'll get the oxygen one. Doing the same thing. Actually, I can do the pipe straight out of the wall here, so... Yeah, that's going to live like that. I know it's not going to be perfect, but it does mean that if I go now into my suit, I can go
Airtight critical.
do that. We'll just open the waste tank. Just so I'm not filling that up. I made a mistake. I didn't turn off this. That's all food stuff, hydroponic stuff, so I'm not gonna... Anything in here that I need. I mean, I can technically do this. Let's do that. Let's do this right if we're going to do it then. And then I need a power connection, which would come from over here. Where's all that cable gone? There. Now, if I put that in there and do that, will that fill when this gets power?
Power critical.
I need to make some more batteries in a minute. Okay, you are off. No, they're off there. Yay! My water bottle filler works. So these now become emergency ones. Right, let's get a storage locker. Into this corner. Ah, I could probably use the wall that goes there. Iron wall. Just one of those, please. Iron sheet. Let's make like 5 of them. And then I'm going to need glass. Which is what? I need silicon. Right, so silicon mining. So we're looking for silicon. Silver. Oxide. 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 Of course my hydration goes critical now. That's coal. Oxide. Oh, please tell me this this is not a save where there's no copper. Sorry, I just saw something that I know I need, like, imminently. Oh, let's set you to default and I might be able to mine a bit easier. Ooh, life support's at 0. That's not good.
Jetpack on. Oxygen low.
Yeah, that's because my...
Oxygen critical.
Come on, let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. You're off. Well, actually, where's my crowbar? I'm being dangerous with that. That's a dangerous risk that I've just taken. Oh dear, right, let's have a look. So apparently oxygen is critical. I've got 6,000 in my air tank. Wrench. Do I need to make any changes to this? No, because it's monitored through that. Oh yeah, water. Right, uniform.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
Yep, that's what I thought. So I'm going to need to make more stuff. But right now I need to, in here... This is a problem with battery power this low. Right, power generation.
Jetpack on.
I know it's silly to do it up here, but wrench is there. There we go.
Jetpack on.
And then cable with the wire snips. And just gas generator like that. Gets that going, which gets this going. So I need an electronics printer, which is gold and copper. What else do I need? Yeah, we'll do the electronics printer. So I need to get some gold. That can go into there for now. Drill. I've already got the mining belt on. Get the copper. We'll go get the gold that's over here. Somewhere. We'll also grab coal while I think about it. So right now this is just, this coal is going to be to supplement power because I've got a solids generator. So I'll burn some coal in it. Get the gold. Because that means I can get an electronics printer done fairly quickly. Come on, get the gold. I'm not worried about doing massive amounts of it. And there's silicon that I need. It was right under my nose.
Power low.
Which power? Okay, power low is that is suit power low, I believe. And that's lead, so I'm not going to mine that. I'm going to leave the oxide as well. When we're doing that, I need to cook it. No, that was the wrong time to press that button. Right, gold in there. And then we'll do the silicon. Aha, I've got 36 bulletproof glass sheets that I might be able to actually do the roof with. Just realised I've got that in my inventory still.
Jetpack on.
4,000 kPa.
Jetpack on.
I might need to break out the solid generator. I don't want to. Okay, that's going to take a while to smelt that. That's fine. Are we going to have enough glass sheets, do you think? The answer, I believe, is yes. Because this is all glass now. Those are all glass. These are all glass. I mean, the simple test. The simple test is to do this. And there is an atmosphere in here. We actually have a pressurized room. I'll turn you off. How much gold do you still got to process? Okay, you're on the last 9. Come on, finish this up, please. 6. Oh gosh, when you're waiting on one thing, it takes forever. But right. Two. Come on, last one, and then I can dump this. Right, just wait for that to finish. Process the silicone, go into here. Cancel the depressurize. Turn it on. Make the auto lathe, or the electronics printer, I should say. Now it's going to take a bit longer than I thought. But that's fine. Right, let's dump some stuff. Labeler into there, please. Pipes. I can close that up. That's an insulated water canister, which we need for hydroponic stuff. You, an important piece of kit, so you can live in there now. Solid generator, right. This is going to go out on the roof as well. And this is just purely because I may need it. Okay, it's going to need a solid... It needs a solid frame, right? Okay. So in that case, it's going to live... there. And this is just going to be... This is going to be ugly wired, and I don't care. Because if I ugly wire this, like so, I am less likely to leave this as a permanent fixture. See, ugly wire it. I'm not going to leave that going. Ever. Okay, so we have the electronics printer now. Put that into there as well. So the electronics printer will go there. Right, what do you need? Welding torch and iron sheet. One, two. I need cable, and I don't have any more cable over here. Nope. And plastic sheet. And then finish it with a screwdriver. Now I just need to... Cable coils, just make us a bunch of those, please. Right, you're water, so you're just going to live up in there. As is that. That's again more water that I don't need. Food. Scrubber, battery cell, pollutant filter, and volatiles. Okay. I'll eventually... Aha, I did have iron sheets. They were there. How many of them were there? 2. Pipes. And that's a water insulated canister. Hydroponic stuff will go on that level. I'm looking to get rid of these chests. Empty now. Empty now. Miscellaneous stuff. Thanks. I just realised no one reminded me that I'd left that running. Oops. Oh well. Do that just to get the next one going. Right. Now, turn you off. Turn you on. What have I got? What can I make in here? I need steel for large battery cells, so I'm not going to do that. Iron, gold, and copper for another solar panel. Okay, so I think it's going to be the next thing on the list is, so I've got the electronics printer, pipe bender. Sun's going down. I'm gonna go.
Power critical.
Just dump that into there. So that's the pipe bender. And technically it wants me to do a stacker, which means I'm going to move this along one to do it. That's the point. I think the stacker might be in here. Nope, it's in the auto lathe. Hey, Zax. Hey, Zatatat. No, I don't know how to use the chutes as a feeder for the solid generator. I have only got like 4 hours into the game prior to stream. Oh my god, Zax is over on the YouTube as well. Oh my god, can't get rid of that guy. %66%, okay. You are running out of fuel, I think. I'll have to go replace that tank in a minute. Okay, so I need to make an ice crusher. Eventually as well. 98, 99, 100. So that's in the middle of that one. So we skip that one and go in the middle of this one. Grab the cable and start cabling this across. When am I finishing Satisfactory? Good question. When I reinstall it. I uninstalled it, part of the move, so I need to actually reinstall it. No, when I changed over PC, right? basically, I've not reinstalled it. So now I need... It's just a tool manufactory now. Which annoyingly doesn't fit in this room. With the way that I've done this. It's fine. You're not charging. Why? Have I used all of my power? Yes.
Jetpack on.
Where is the port? It's there. Tool manufactory. Before we do a tool manufacturer, let's do an... So ice crusher's not in that one. Not in that one, which means it'll be over in here probably. Ice crusher, what do you need? Gold, iron, and copper. Gold. Iron. And copper. I only want one of those, please. I'll eventually get a light as well to go in here. Actually, what does a light take? Iron and copper. Okay. Gold back in there. Put the silicon back in there. Get the light. The light itself we will run off of... I would run it off of that circuit, but I'm not going to. Now I've got to be careful where I power the light directly, because I don't want to directly put it into a generator either. Could do it there. Yeah, I'll do it on that wall. Grab the
Hunger caution.
snips, grab that. Cycle to the exterior just to go pipe, like wire that in. Cycle back to the interior, and I should be able to go light, It lets out so much light. That's better, I suppose.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
So, Ice Crusher, what are you? Okay. You can just live there for a second. Right, how do we want to do... How does this thing work? Well, it needs to be that way so I can put ice into it. So this needs to go on, and I need to make some cable. I need copper, so everything needs to come out of you. And then, what do you need on you first? So I need iron sheet as well. Get some iron sheet. And then I wonder if I then go grab that pipe. I wonder. Grab the wrench. And do that. And get the mining tool. I mean, I'm just going to go mine as much oxide as I can find. Use the big hole that I've dug.
Hydration critical.
Oh, shush. Bloody nagging suits, honestly. Okay. I know technically you shouldn't dig holes right next to your base, but who's gonna fall in than me? Hey, it's actually putting stuff into the base. Right, best hydrate.
Low pressure. Oxygen critical.
So that should be actively pumping oxygen into here. Yep, as you can see by the vent pushing stuff in. Actively getting ice and oxygen in here. And there's also water in there that I need to pull out. So I guess we get the water pipe and move... I guess we move that over here. Yeah, we do that. So, you're probably going to need a crowbar. Nope, wire cutters. And then I need an angle grinder. And then, where is it? It's the drill. So I can do that. Do that with the wire snips. Where are you? And then we'll just do the pipe out for water. And I'm going to change this pipe up. So that's the air vent there. And then what I'll do is I'll just do a L bend up over here for that. So passive vent, which one was that in? Was it in this one? Nope. Was not in you, was it in here? Nope. So it's not in you either, which means it's in this one. So I need iron.
Adverts starting.
Now I grab the water pipes. Now I already know what's going to happen with this piping, because I don't have the insulated ones yet. So let's just... Water bottles, so it's not in that one. Okay. Yeah, I need steel for that. Okay. Okay. That's good. About 10 degrees in here. I'll take that. 82% oxygen. Nitrogen. There is pollutants in the air, so I need to get the pollutants out. That's fine. So that's what I need is a tool printer, which I can technically... Let me just eject everything out of this one for now. And drill. We can get an angle grinder. Dump the pipes back into there.
Power low.
And a wrench. Oh, power low's 50%. Yeah, no. I'm not bothered about that. So let's move this along to there. Grab the wire cutters. So that would need a stacker. So I say I need a stacker. I don't care about the stackers. So honestly, stackers can disappear. Furnace is the next thing I need to make. So it is the welding torch and the plates, cable coil, plastic sheets, and screwdriver. Just move that one over, and then we can go hit. I need the tool, which is iron and copper. So I'm gonna need more iron, more copper. Good to know. So we wait for morning, right? Filtration. Not in you. Is it in you? No. What kit's that under then? Atmospherics. Iron, gold, and copper. Okay, so I'm going to need more iron, I'm going to need more gold, I'm going to need more copper. Actually, I've got the gold, I just need the iron and copper. I don't really want to do that overnight. So, yo, Ian, how you doing? Hope you are well. You all prepped for tonight? For those of you who do not know, I am a player in Afterfall. That should have worked. Why did you not work? Commands. That works. Actions. Why is my command not working? It's literally set to work. Oh, 1 minute. Actions, command handler. I might have just fixed it. Let's try it again, shall we? Nope. It's just not finding it. Queues, commands. It's working. So they're all working. Add core commands. Command triggered any. So that should now work. We'll try it one more time. No, it's not. It's just platform. That'll be why. My bot is stuck on trying to connect the chat client. Sure, let's just kill the bot and relaunch it. Right, streamer bot. Actually, I could just do OBS instances, streamer bot. Let's relaunch you and let you connect. It was connected to the event sub, it just wasn't connected to chat. Connect. Connect. Because that's what it does to like pull the information. Is it connects directly to the chat stuff. Now it's connected to the chat client. It's not connected to the event sub. Because that's even more annoying. There we go. So now, if I do Afterfall, it does its job. Bloody hell. Gotta love technology, guys. Gotta love it. Right. I need iron and I need iron and I need silicon. I'm just quickly giving this battery a charge. Ian. I am not set up to record the session. There will be no backup my point of view for if your audio gets screwed over. This is your warning in that regards. Basically basically, what I would suggest you do is any sounds that you've got on the Forge stuff, don't use them. Because even if you find them online and they say copyright free, they are not. You need to actually have the physical licensing rights for them to use them, to put anything on YouTube. So be very careful in that regards. And also what I would say is, I can walk you through an OBS setup where you can have a recording that doesn't have any of that involved. So you can keep just the you can have a setting where it's just whatchamacallit, our voices and a few other things like that. That's something you can always do as well, is entirely cut out the like music, audio and stuff from your recording. So if you want me to run you through that, I'm happy to do that. I can do it now if you want, or I can do it before session. Oh yeah, that's easy to do. Yeah, so what you do is there's an option in OBS that allows you to record multiple audio tracks. Okay. Volatiles, that's good to know. And your silicon, cool. Right, we'll go do a little bit of iron processing quickly. When it let me up onto my platform. While that's cooking, we jump into here. And dump oxide into there. We dump that into there. So I left that over there, because if I go into here quickly and just do steel ingot, what is it? What's the ratio for a furnace? Ah, it's 3:1. So let's put another one in here. That way I'm going to have a decent chunk of steel when I eventually make it. You're switching from TA to Fantasy Plus. Okay. And it's easier on your system. Fair enough. So we'll get this last one done. Or last one into the machine. And then we need to go gold hunting. But yeah, how's the stream quality, guys? Hopefully it's doing well. I'm a bit concerned because I am trying 1080p 60 FPS to both YouTube and Twitch. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge on the system. But hopefully it's doing alright. Apparently I'm only using 1.8% of my CPU. So I'm calling that as a win. You did see the photos I put on Discord, right? Of why they look so good, Ian.
Power critical.
Ah, damn it. God damn it, batteries. Right, crowbar, crowbar, crowbar. Switch that out. Get some power into the system. That can go off for now as well. How much you got? 27. I need more power generation. Right, first things first, I'm going to go get a load of coal. I am absolutely loving this PC. I've been on it most of this week. Right, now we're going to start grabbing oxide because I need that for furnace stuff as well. Grab as much of the coal as I can now. Because I need to burn some of this, but I also need to keep 50 of it. Let's not fall in a hole, please.
Jetpack on.
Why is my phone going off? But yeah, Ian, in terms of like when I've sent you videos stuff, you see how I've got like all the different audio tracks and blended tracks? That's something I can teach you how to do. We're starting at 6 my time, right? So in an hour, in a basically an hour. Okay. What I'll do then is I'm going to keep going all the way to 6. And I will raid into you. because it's going to be easier that way. I know pretty much what I'm doing. So I'll take a break in a minute and I'll show you the OBS stuff on stream, because it's something useful for people. And what I'll do is I'll just cut it out of my YouTube. Actually, I'll leave it in. I don't care too much about it. It's just this is a log of everything that's been going on. But yeah, I'm happy to show you all on stream and do.
Power low.
Oh, it's power low. Oh no. Come on, Cole. Right, I think I'm going to call that a good coal haul in a minute. So I can go power the base a little bit. I don't intend to power the base on coal long term. I intend to eventually get to a battery of some sort. I just need to get a mining backpack in a minute. Oh, holy mother load of coal vein. So currently I'm watching over here. Just getting as much of the coal as I can.
Jetpack on.
I need to light up the outside of the base so I can see it from further. Okay, coal can go. That can go into there and be burnt. Cancel the pressurization. That'll be 200 steel when I melt it in the furnace. More oxide into there gives me a what ratio in the base? Stupidly didn't do anything there. What's the pressure on the base? 66,000 pascals. Nice. That's actually not too bad for a base. That's the best base I've had so far on the game. Getting the ice crusher was big for this. So I'm going to need hydration, going to need food in a second. I think it'll be actually good enough in there to be able to... I'm waiting for this to go blue and then I'll do stuff. Where's my mining drill? Right, that's off. Charge you as well. Uh, 100 into the drill. 100 into the mining drill. That is, I believe, livable. Yep, that is actually livable. Let's not waste power on that, shall we? And sun's coming up as well, which is good. So I could turn that off. Consume the water. And refill it.
Power low.
Put that back on there.
Power critical.
Yeah, I know. What are you? You're still at 100, that's fine. Because the solar's taking some power in. I probably need to replace this with Windows. But that's another day problem. But yeah, that's I'm happy with that. I have a livable base. Uh-huh. Wait for this to depressurize properly.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical. Pressure critical. Temperature critical.
Oh, shush. I'm fine. Actually, technically, I need to do one thing in here. Okay, I'm going to need a better pipe network here. Now I've got more pressure in here. I was going to do something. I forgot what I was going to do. What was I going in here for? Ah, yes. Open the canister. Just check the atmospherics ever so quickly. Yep, that's habitable. Open that. Right. Why is my internet just gone? Whoa, why are you suddenly dropping? What's gone on here? OBS.